we will discuss about equipotential surface and its properties. Equipotential surface. Here equi stand for equal. Means an electric field is said to be equipotential if electric potential at each point of the field is same. So such field is called equipotential surface. Now few properties of equipotential surface. First property, the potential at each point of the field is remains same. Number 2, the work done in bringing a charge from one point to other in equipotential surface is zero. Why? Because as you know, potential difference is equal to work done upon charge. And since field is equipotential, so since potential at A is equal to potential at B, therefore 0 is equal to W upon Q. Therefore W is equal to 0. It means no any work is done when we move a charge, given charge from one point to other in electric field. Third, electric lines of forces emerge perpendicular to equipotential surface. Emerge perpendicular to equipotential surface. See here, as you know, V potential difference is equal to, or you may write VA minus VB is equal to EL, where is electric field intensity and L represent here electric lines of force. And since VA minus VB, it is also equal to W by Q. And since work done is 0 for equipotential surface, so if the work done is 0, so VA minus VB is also 0. So 0 is equal to vector E dot vector L. Vector E dot vector L 0 means vector E is perpendicular to L. Means electric lines of forces emerge perpendicularly through the equipotential surface. And suppose if we have an equipotential surface and electric lines of forces emerge perpendicularly, suppose it is equipotential surface and they emerge perpendicularly through the surface of charge body, then if both are perpendicular to the surface, it means they are parallel. Suppose if it is equipotential and these two are the electric lines of forces, they emerge normally to the field. So what happens? They are parallel, and if they are parallel, they will never intersect. Means the electric lines of forces which emerge from the equipotential surface, they never intersected. Clear? Electric potential at a point due to many charges. See here, suppose Q1, Q2, Q3 and so on, with the many charges which are present in space. So what are the net potential at point P, which is at distance R1 from first charge, R2 from second charge and R3 from third charge. Each charge will produce their own potential at point P. So potential at point P, which is produced by first charge, suppose it is V1, is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 by R1. By second, V2 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q2 by R2. By third, V3 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q3 by R3. So therefore net potential at point P is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3 and so on. Clear? So we can get net potential at a certain point due to many charges. Potential due to uniform distribution. Potential due to uniform charge distribution. So first case, suppose due to linear charge distribution. Due to linear charge distribution. Linear charge distribution means when given charge distribute uniformly and arrange in the form of line. Linear charge distribution. So suppose we have a very fine wire of infinite length. Charge Q is given to it, and suppose if we consider its length is L, otherwise you will get in terms of density. So charge Q is given to a very fine wire of length L. So what is the amount of charge that present in per unit length? Suppose it is linear charge density, lambda is equal to Q by L. This is the amount of charge that present in per unit length. Now take a very small segment of length dl. Suppose this segment is AB. So what is the amount of charge that present in this particular segment of the wire? So amount of charge, suppose it is dq is equal to charge density lambda into length, that is Q by L dl. So this is the amount of charge that present in that particular segment. So what is the potential at point, suppose P, which is at distance R from the segment, and that will be, suppose dV is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 dq by distance R. This is the potential at point P due to this small segment only. But our ultimate aim is to find the net potential at point P due to whole charge wire. For this purpose we will integrate it. The integration of dV is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into 1 by R dq Q by L dl. Integration of dl, it is called linear integration, a line integration. So you will get d. So in this way we can calculate net potential at a certain point due to charge wire. So it is linear charge distribution. Number 2, due to surface charge distribution. Due to surface charge distribution. Time, suppose we have a metallic plate. Suppose it is a metallic plate of surface area S and charge plus Q is given to it, and this charge distribute throughout its surface. So what is the surface charge density of this plate? Suppose it is sigma is equal to net charge by surface area. And our aim is to find the electric potential at point P, which is at distance, suppose R, from the sheet. Now we take a very small segment of this charge sheet. Suppose its area is ds and distance of given point from the charge sheet, suppose R. So first we have to calculate what is the amount of charge that present in this particular segment, and suppose it is dq is equal to surface charge density sigma into surface area of the segment, that is ds. It is equal to Q by S ds. Q by S ds. So first we have to calculate what is the potential at point P due to those charges which are present in this assumed small segment. So electric potential, it is dV is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 charge, that is dq, by distance, that is R. Put the value of dq, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 dq, it is Q by S ds by r is equal to dv. Here all these quantities are constant. So what is the net potential at point P due to whole charged metallic sheet? For this purpose we will integrate it, and it is called surface integration. Or you may write like this: double integration, double line integration is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q by s into r, surface integration of ds. So by this we can calculate net potential. And third case, volume charge distribution. Volume charge distribution. It means when given charge distributed throughout the volume of body. So suppose we have a three-dimensional body. Suppose it is a cube. Suppose it is a cube of volume V, and charge plus Q is given to it, and this charge distributed uniformly throughout its volume. And we have to calculate potential at point P, which is at distance r from the charge body. For this purpose, we take very small segment of this body, and suppose it is very small cube, that one is taken from the given cube, and its volume suppose dV. Correct? This is the volume of segment. So what is the amount of charge that present in this particular segment? So suppose it is dq is equal to volume charge density. Suppose volume charge density is rho is equal to total charge upon volume. So it is rho into volume of this segment, that is dV, is equal to q upon v into dV is equal to dt. So what is the net potential at point P due to whole charged body? For this purpose, first find out the potential at point P due to this small charge dq which is present in that segment. It is suppose dv is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 charge dq by distance. And yes, it is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 dq. It is q dv by v. So what is the net potential at point P due to whole charged body? For this purpose we will integrate it, and it is volume integration, or you may take thrice line integration. It is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 constant q net charge v volume is also constant, then volume integration of dv. This dv is volume. So after integration you will get net potential at that point.